Yes, people. Yes, people. What is happening? Liverpool Prophet back again with more content. Today, I wanted to look forward and have a little look ahead to tomorrow's game against Bournemouth. Yes, in case you didn't already know, the Premier League is back, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally back after all of these weeks sitting in boredom, in just complete boredom, to be fair. The Premier League is going to be back kicking off. And who better to kick it off? Who better to kick the Premier League off than none other than the league winners, the 20 times Premier League champions, Liverpool Football Club. Our boys are the first to kick the 25-26 season off at Anfield on Friday night under the lights. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I am buzzing. I am buzzing to have the Premier League back. I know we watched the Community Shield on Sunday, but I'm going to be honest. The Community Shield didn't do it for me. It felt like a glorified friendly, if I'm being honest. Didn't do it for me. I feel on Friday, I'm going to be right back up for it against Bournemouth. I cannot wait. It's felt like too long. It's felt like way too long. But yeah, the Premier League's back, people. Football's back. We love it, man. We're going to get strapped in for another long season ahead. Not just a long season, hopefully, for our case, a successful season too. I'm very much looking forward to the new Premier League season. As you can tell, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing today. On the game, though, Liverpool versus Bournemouth. How do I feel this one will go? How do I feel Liverpool will start the campaign? How do I feel Bournemouth will look? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting game to predict because you look at it on paper, you think, okay, Liverpool are at home, opening game at Anfield. Surely they will get an emphatic win to show everyone that they're serious and to kick the season off with a big statement. I feel it could be a little bit different. I feel we could potentially have a bit of a banana skin tomorrow. I don't think we'll lose. I don't think we'll draw. I still think we'll win the game. But I feel Bournemouth will come and make it a difficult affair. I don't think Bournemouth have a team that are going to come, sit in, frustrate us, play pragmatic. I don't think they're going to do that. I think Bournemouth will come. I don't think they're going to be open, like mad open, like Tottenham level under Ange Postecoglou last season. I think they'll come, but I think they'll actually try and give a game. I think they will play a little and they will give Liverpool a good game. I still believe Liverpool will win. I still think we will win. I look at Bournemouth's team now. They've lost Milos Kerkez, obviously, to us. They've lost Dean Hulson to Real Madrid. So they've lost a lot of players this summer. They've lost a lot of players, but I think they'll be fine. Teams like Bournemouth, teams like Brighton, they replace players very, very well. There's always a new one coming through in the academy. So I think Bournemouth will be fine. I think they'll have a fine season. I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year. I still think they'll be up there though. I don't think they're in any danger of relegation or nothing like that. Bournemouth will be fine. As for Liverpool, very, very excited to see how the new boys get on. We got a glimpse of the new boys again in the Community Shield game, and I can't lie, they all looked very good. Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, Ikitike, all the new boys in the team looked very good. They had very good debuts, and they can be proud. While the rest of the team may not have been great, I feel the new boys looked very, very, very solid. They did themselves no harm in the debuts, but I think we'll get a proper glimpse of what they're about on Friday night at Anfield. At home, at Anfield, Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, Ikitike, they are going to want to really make a statement to the fans that they are here. And they're going to really want to win the fans over very, very early on in the season. So I'm expecting big performances from all of them. And I'm expecting a good Liverpool performance. We need a good performance, to be fair, because I feel against Crystal Palace, let's be real, it wasn't good enough, was it? It wasn't good enough. We started off very well the first 20 minutes. After that, it kind of all went to dog doo-doo. Our backsides fell out a bit and we lost the game on penalties. It needs to be much, much better and much improved on Friday night. And I think it will be. I think we'll see a much better, much more improved Liverpool team on the pitch on Friday night against Bournemouth. A team that will want to go out and start the season off with a bang, with a statement and with a good performance and win. I'm expecting a Liverpool win. I think, we should expect nothing less, to be fair. We should expect nothing less. It's opening week. We're at home for once. Can I just say we're at home for once on opening week? we haven't been at home for a while now on opening weekend. The last time we were home on opening weekend, I feel, was back in 2020, 21. You know, it's been a long, long time. We was away last season against Ipswich opening week. Before that, we was away against Chelsea. Before that, it was away against Fulham. Before that, it was away against Norwich. You know, for the last 4 seasons, we played the first game of the season away from home. So it feels very, very good for the defending champions to be kicking off at home this time around, rather than us having to go, on the road to a Burnley opening week. I'm glad we're at home. I can't wait to see how the gold badge looks on the kit as well. By the way, I can't wait. That's gonna look really, really sensational. Can't wait for that. But yeah, I wanted to look ahead to the game in a bit more detail, and I wanted to give not mine. I wanted to give what I think Arne Slot, what team I think Arne Slot will put out on the pitch, and what kind of lineup and formation I feel we will go for. So without further ado, people, let's get into it. Let's get into it. As you can see, people, hope you guys can see this. Hope everyone can see this very well. I have gone with this team to kick off the season against Bournemouth on Friday night at 8 p.m. Obviously, we look at the team in a bit more detail here. In goal, no surprises here. Alisson Becker, the Brazilian wall, the best keeper in the world. Nothing more to be said. He will play in goal. No debate. It has to be Alisson. Hopefully, he is here for many more years to come. Still going strong at 31, 32. I have no doubt in my mind that Alisson can play till he's in his late 40s. If Manuel Neuer can play at 41 and still be Bayern Munich's first choice goalkeeper, come on, I think Alisson can at least go to that age as well for Liverpool. So Alisson in number 1, in goal, no debate there. Nothing to talk about. Ali will be the goalkeeper between the sticks. Back 4, I've gone with a back 4 of Jeremy Frimpong at right back, Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk partnering each other at centre back, and Milos Kerkez at left back. Obviously, with Conor Bradley still out injured, it's a no-brainer that Jeremy Frimpong plays at right back, and he did himself no harm against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. I felt he had a very, very good game. How refreshing is it, by the way, to have a right back that actually wants to defend? He may not be the best defensively, which we know Frimpong isn't the best defensively, but at least he will try. At least he will track back. At least he will run. Our previous right back didn't even have the balls to do that. So, Frimpong may not be the greatest defender, but you know what? At least he tries and he gives you that, which is important. And I saw that against Crystal Palace. So, Frimpong will be the right back. Centre-back partnership will be, again, I think, Virgil and Konate. Not really nothing to say here. Gomez is still out injured, obviously. Leone has been a here we go. I'll get into that in a bit more detail on another stream. So yeah, we have got Leone coming in. He won't be registered by tomorrow or for tomorrow, though, I feel. So centre backs have to be the centre back partnership has to be Verge and Ibu. And we need better from them. We need a lot better from them. They didn't have a great game against Crystal Palace. The defence as a whole, I think, wasn't great against Crystal Palace. Way too leaky. We need prime Virgil and we need prime Ibu back for this game. And hopefully they are much improved and raring to go. So yeah. Left back, Milos Kerkez again. I thought we had a very good debut against not a debut. I thought we had a very good game, against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. Done himself no harm there. Again, a no-brainer really. He will be the left back, I feel. So yeah, that's the back 4, I feel. For double pivot midfield, I've gone with Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai. Obviously, with Ryan Gravenberch still, with Ryan Gravenberch out serving his suspension, his 1-game match suspension. Unfortunately, he will not be available for this game. So I feel, again, it will be Maka and Szoboszlai. Obviously, Maka didn't start against Crystal Palace. He was very, he was up to match fitness. He didn't play in the proper game against Atletico Bilbao either. So I feel McAllister has been gradually worked back into the team by Arne Slot. And I feel he will officially be back in the starting 11 against Bournemouth. Next to him, Dominic Szoboszlai. Again, no-brainer really here. I know you can play Jones there, Endo there. With me, it has to be Szobo. Done himself no harm, to be fair. He's not going out without a fight. with Wirtz coming in, his space, his spot in the team is in danger. But again, he's giving it a really, really good goal. He's not going down without a fight, and that is what we love to see. So I think Szoboszlai and McAllister as the double pivot. The three across the front line I've gone with Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz, and Cody Gakpo. Off the left, again, there's no one really to play other than Cody Gakpo, so it's a no-brainer he plays off the left. In the number 10 position, Wirtz has to play, no-brainer. First Premier League game at Anfield, you have to start the superstar signing. You have to start Florian Wirtz, and I feel Liverpool will do that, and I feel Arne Slot will do that. Cannot wait to see Florian Wirtz on Friday night. Cannot wait to see how he gets on in front of a packed Anfield. Hopefully he has a very, very good game, and it's a game to remember. Off the right again, no brainer here. Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, has to play. I know Mohamed Salah, Mo didn't have the greatest game against Crystal Palace. For his standards, he was very poor. Marked out of the game, very anonymous. Missed the penalty as well in the shootout. Didn't have a great game, very poor. And Mo will know he was poor. He will 100% know he is poor against Crystal Palace. And he will want to rectify that. He will 100% want to rectify that. And I expect against Bournemouth, we will see a much improved and a much back to his best Mohamed Salah. And I do feel he's going to be on the score sheet too. So watch out for Mohamed Salah on opening week. Up top, obviously, Hugo Kitike. Again, a no-brainer. There's no other striker really to play other than Hugo Kitike. Darwin's obviously gone. The situation with Diogo, unfortunately, as well. So it's only Hugo Kitike. And again, I've got nothing to complain about with this one. He was a menace against Crystal Palace. Hugo Kitike was an absolute menace against Palace. He was everywhere in the game. Scored a great goal around the opening 3 minutes. You saw when he came off, the level in the team dropped instantly. He had a very good and impressive debut, and hopefully more to come from him as the season goes on. With Isak obviously still not finalised, Kitike will be the main striker, the starting striker for now going into the season, and he did himself no harm. Hopefully, there's a lot more to come from him because his debut against Atletico Bilbao and against Crystal Palace, he looked very, very promising. Excited to see what he brings ahead. So that's the team that I've gone with, guys. That is the team that I think will start against Bournemouth. Again, it's not much different to the team against Crystal Palace. It's pretty much the same team, bar McAllister for Jones. But again, this is a team I feel should be getting the job done against Bournemouth. I still think they'll give us a quite hot, tough game, but I feel this, with these players out on the pitch, with our boys out on the pitch, with the new signings out on the pitch, we should be looking to get the job done against Bournemouth. So I'm expecting a win here. We're expecting a win, and I'm expecting a decent and a much better performance than we got against Crystal Palace. So that's the team I've gone with, people. A 4-2-3-1 as well. Like I said, I feel a 4-2-3-1 is the formation that I feel Arne Slot will go with. That will be his preferred formation throughout the season. We can do a 4-3-3 if we need to. In the worst case scenario, maybe a 3-4-3, but I feel the 4-2-3-1 is going to be our main formation going into games. And I agree. I think it's the formation that fits our team the best. So this is the team I've gone with. Thank you for seeing that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that bit. I've gone missing. There we go. I'm right back. So yeah, score prediction. I'm going with a 3-1 win to Liverpool. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I do think we will concede. Defensively at the moment, we're still very, very shaky, I feel. Even with Virgil and Ibu back there, we're still shaky. And we're leaky for a goal or two. So I think we will concede. I do think we'll go 1-0 down as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool go 1-0 down in this game. But I feel we'll come back, we'll rectify it, and we'll get the 3-1 win. And we'll kick off our season campaign with a win. The defending champions will kick off with a statement win and go into match week 2 on 3 points. So yeah, I'm going with a 3-1 win, people. Let me know your score predictions down below. Let me know what you think Arne Slot will go with as his team selection. I think it will be something similar to that, but you guys let me know down below what you guys think. I wanted to move on to something a little bit different now. I wanted to do my expectations for us going into this season. Now, obviously, everyone has different expectations. All Liverpool fans have different expectations to each other. I feel mine will probably be different to a lot of other people's, but my expectations are pretty simple, to be fair. In the league, I expect to go back to back, to be fair. I expect Liverpool to go back to back in the league. I look at the signings we've made: Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, Ikitike, Isak coming to Leone. These are some quality signings. We won the league last year with no signings, with an aging team apparently in Stott's first year. You know, now that we've got some players in, I'd expect us to get elevated another level up, and I'd expect us to go back to back. I'll be totally honest, no excuses for me. No excuses. Liverpool have to go back to back and retain this Premier League title and win number 21. No excuses. I look at it as an underwhelming season if we don't go back to back. I would, after the signings we've made. I'd look at it as a very underwhelming season. I feel we have to be favourites, and I feel we have to win the league. We have to win it. So, going into the season, objection is to win the league. Win the league, win number 21. As for the Champions League, I feel, again, a similar mindset. I feel we should be looking to we should be aiming to win that at the very least. If not, getting to at least the semi-finals of that. We've been unlucky in the Champions League in recent years. The final against Madrid, last season, and penalties against Paris Saint-Germain. So we have had a bit of we haven't really had luck on our side in the Champions League. We need it, and I feel we should be looking to win this competition as well. It's a competition we should be looking to win. With the additions being brought in, should the additions be brought in that are needed, one more centre back, a left winger, and a striker, I feel we will have the squad to compete in both the Premier League and Champions League. So there's no excuses on that end. So again, I look at Paris Saint-Germain really as the only competitor for us to win that Champions League. I feel we should be right up there for the Champions League. Obviously, you cannot count out Real Madrid, but again, objection, go at least make the semi-finals of the Champions League. If not, get to the final and win it. As for the domestic cups, I feel we should probably look to go far in one of those, at least one of them. But again, I feel the main two this year have to be the Premier League and the Champions League, in my opinion. The final thing I wanted to touch on that I want to see from Liverpool this season is I want to see more of a clear style of play from Arne Slot and the team. I felt last year we had variations. We could play pragmatic at times. We could play with the ball at times. We could play very attack-minded rock and roll at times. I feel this year I want to see more of a style of play that's going to get us Liverpool fans excited again. I've got to be honest, I wasn't excited at times watching Liverpool last season. I was very bored against Paris Saint-Germain away. Very boring. City away, we won, but a very boring game. Again, I want to see more of a style of play, whether that's more possession-based, whether it's more attack-minded. I want to see Liverpool with a clear style of play. I feel Arne Slot, we haven't really seen what Arne Slot football's like yet. He's mixed it up last season. He worked with the players that he had. Now he's got his own players in. It's going to be very interesting, in my opinion, to see what type of football Arne Slot brings to the table for Liverpool. And hopefully, it's a brand of football that we can all get excited about and we can all look forward to watching week in, week out. So, again, a better style of play, a much improved style of play, and a clear style of play, I feel I want to see from Liverpool going into next season. So, yeah, those are my expectations going into next season. As you can see, they're pretty high, and they have to be fair. We're Liverpool Football Club. We're not, dare I say, Arsenal. We're not Newcastle. We have to have a high standard for our football club, and we should be looking to win every single trophy available. That's just how it is. Who do I think Liverpool's main competitors will be for the league? I think, again, the obvious ones are going to be Manchester City and Arsenal. I think it will probably be Manchester City, if I'm being honest. Although I don't look at Manchester City with the same fear as I would have in recent years. I feel it's coming a bit unstuck over there. It looks like it's going to be Pep's last year, potentially. I'm not feeling too worried about them, but obviously you have to look out for them, of course. Arsenal, I think they'll be up there, but I don't think they'll last. I'll be totally honest. I think they'll do the usual Arsenal and bottle it. So I don't see Arsenal up there for majority of the time. I think they'll be third, though. I think there will be a comfortable third again. I think there will be a comfortable third, this season. And people mentioning Chelsea as well. For me, I don't see Chelsea in the title race. I think they made some good signings, yes, but I feel they're being madly overhyped by everyone, the media, etc. Everyone, I feel, is being madly overrating Chelsea after that Paris Saint-Germain win. I feel there'll be a comfortable top four, but I don't see them challenging for the league. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. So I feel again, Manchester City will be Liverpool's closest competitors, but I don't look at them in fear. I feel we should go into the season and we should retain the league. We should retain the title. Yeah, guys, that is how I feel about the league. That is how I feel about my expectations. That is how I feel about the game on Friday night against Bournemouth, kicking off the Premier League campaign. So I'm looking forward to the Premier League kicking off. Cannot wait to see the Reds. Cannot wait to see the boys back in action. Cannot wait for another season and hopefully a season of joy and success for us Liverpool fans. So yeah, guys, let me know down below though what you guys think. What are your guys' expectations for Liverpool going into this season? How much trophies do you think we will win? How much trophies should we be aiming to win? How do you feel for the Bournemouth game on Friday, kicking off the season? What type of formation do you guys think Arne Slot will play against Bournemouth? And give me a score prediction as well for the opening game. Give me a score prediction. I'd love to know what you guys think down below in the comments. For now, though, guys, I'm going to head off. It's been a blast. I'll be back very soon with more content. Remember, on your way out, do drop a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And do drop a comment like I've just previously mentioned. For now, though, guys, peace out. Liverpool profit. Up the Reds. Let's go.